the soul, communication, and the true path of healing. The true nature of qi and blood. Ordinarily, when people speak of qi and blood, they refer to the vital energy and blood that circulate through the body. When this circulation is blocked, discomfort and illness arise, and practices such as acupuncture are employed to restore flow. Yet the deeper meaning of qi and blood is not merely the movement of physical blood, but the circulation of energy that is intimately tied to the soul. It is important to care for the body, but in today's age, what we must prioritize above all is the quality of the soul. The body is shaped by the energies of heaven and earth, whereas the soul belongs to another dimension. Humanity is unique in that it is the union of these two realms. 2. The soul's quality and the power of communication. The soul is meant to shine with its own light. When its density is low, it cannot manifest power and becomes vulnerable to external influences. To strengthen it, one must engage in communication with others. Speech is not a mere sound, it is the release of energy. A single word can heal or harm, give courage or take away hope. Through genuine dialogue and laughter, the soul's energy begins to circulate, dispelling stagnant forces and restoring vitality. When communication in the family is blocked, even work outside falters. Conversely, when harmony exists at home, external affairs naturally succeed. 3. Illness and the principle of healing. Hospitals, medicine, and surgery may provide temporary relief, but they cannot resolve the root cause of disease. True healing requires a change in one's way of life. Illness arises from living contrary to one's inner nature. Above all, communication and human connection can heal more powerfully than medicine. A word spoken with sincerity and compassion can restore health, dispel negativity, and even revive cells. Thus, sharing dialogue and laughter is itself a medicine of the highest order. 4. The essence of humanity and the evolution of the soul. The essence of a human being is not the body, but the soul. The body is merely a vessel, a tool, given temporarily so the soul may grow. The soul originates as a pure element of the great cosmos, but a portion of it has become clouded. It descends to the earth in order to purify itself. The universe operates under the law of 3 and 7. When 30% of the soul is clouded, it must descend to clarify itself, while the remaining 70% remains in its original pure state. Humanity exists for this very purpose, to refine that 30% and recover its original wholeness. 5. Knowledge and truth. Knowledge is learned, but truth is received. Knowledge accumulates into logic and common sense, but these ultimately collide and reach their limits. Only truth, drawn from the laws of nature, can transcend and resolve such contradictions. Today, humanity has reached the height of intellectual development, yet without truth, progress has stalled. Thus, what we must now seek is not more information, but the living truth that transforms the soul. 6. The principle of Hongik Ingan and the value of human bonds. Hongik Ingan, to live for the benefit of all people, is not a mere slogan, but the guiding principle of human life. The greatest blessing heaven grants is not wealth or possessions, but relationships. Meeting the right person is a greater treasure than material gain. Through prayer and effort, heaven responds by sending good people into our lives. Yet unless we cultivate wisdom and maturity, such blessings pass by unused. Therefore, to value, respect, and nurture human bonds is to walk the path of Hongik Ingan. 7. Pride and humility. Human beings are not fixed but change according to circumstances. Thus, no oath of "I shall never change" can hold true. What matters is not resisting change but maintaining humility through it. Arrogance destroys, but true pride lies in preserving one's dignity as a human being. To remain steadfast in integrity is noble pride. To exalt oneself in conceit is destructive arrogance. 8. Conclusion. In this age, no medicine or material power alone can resolve the struggles of life. Healing, growth, and liberation come through dialogue, compassion, the pursuit of truth, and the honoring of relationships. When the soul grows in wisdom and density, it becomes unshakable by any external force. At that moment, life begins to shine with its true radiance, and humanity fulfills its role as a being who benefits all. Easy to understand summary of Master Cheon Gong's teaching. Qi and the solo people often think qi and blood only means the body's energy and blood flow. Oh, but true qi also connects to our soul. Oh, taking care of the body is important, but more important is strengthening the soul's quality. 2. Why communication matters. Our soul becomes weak if it cannot release energy. Oh, talking, laughing, and connecting with others keeps our soul's energy flowing. Oh, when a family communicates with love, even outside work and relationships go smoothly. Oh, if there's conflict and no dialogue, life becomes blocked. 3. Illness and healing. Oh, medicine and surgery can fix symptoms, but they are only temporary. Oh, illness happens because we live against our true nature. Oh, real healing begins when we change our lifestyle, mindset, and relationships. Oh, even a single kind word or laugh can heal faster than any pill. 4. The role of the solo. We are not just bodies. We are souls using bodies as tools. Oh, the soul was once pure, but part of it became clouded, 30%, and came to earth to be cleansed. Oh, life's purpose is to purify the soul and restore its original brightness. 5. Knowledge versus truth. Oh, knowledge is learned through study. Oh, truth is not learned but received. It is something deeper coming from universal law. Oh, knowledge alone eventually collides and causes conflict. Only truth can resolve contradictions. 6. Relationships are the real blessing. Heaven's greatest gift is not money or material things, but good people in your life. Oh, treating relationships with respect and care is the true path of Hongik Ingun, living for the benefit of others. 7. Pride versus humility. Oh, humans change depending on their situation. Oh, arrogance destroys, but true pride means keeping your dignity and integrity. Oh, life difficulties often come to teach us humility. 8. The way forward. Oh, today medicine or wealth alone cannot solve our struggles. Oh, we need to strengthen our soul through dialogue and laughter, living with humility, seeking truth, and valuing human relationships. Oh, when the soul grows strong, no external force can shake us, and life becomes radiant. This is the story based on the above articles. Along the riverside of Brisbane, evening winds swept away the humid air as Jaemin lowered the shutters of his sushi shop halfway and sank into a chair. His wrist throbbed and a cold fatigue seeped through his chest. He had gone from hospital to hospital, but the only answer he got was, "It's overwork." Pills dulled the pain briefly, but after a dawn trip to the fish market, the aches returned. The door creaked open and his daughter, Hannah, peeked inside. "Dad, are you coming home late again?" "Just finishing up." "Okay. But something funny happened at school today." "Want to hear it?" Jaemin lifted his tired eyes. Her gaze sparkled with anticipation. He smiled faintly and gestured. "All right, tell me." As Hannah recounted a classmate's antics, Jaemin felt the tight knots in his neck and shoulders loosen slightly. A laugh slipped out. Then his late mother's words came back to him. "When words flow, blood flows. When words get stuck, blood clots inside you." He used to dismiss it as superstition, but now it struck him differently. A few days later, a new customer walked in. An elderly woman with a weathered wooden bracelet. She studied the menu, then remarked, "This salmon smells of the mountains." "The mountains?" Jaemin asked, puzzled. Though the sea raised it, winds, sunlight, and rivers shaped it too. When you taste that, your hands grow softer, and people's hearts follow. She introduced herself as Unha. Between bites, she said, "Qi and blood move through words and laughter. When they stop, illness begins." "At home, how's the conversation?" Jaemin hesitated. "My daughter talks to me all the time, but I usually brush her off, saying I'm busy." "That might be the root of your pain," Unha replied with a knowing glance. That night, Jaemin closed his ledger early. "Hannah, what's worrying you these days?" Hana fiddled with her fingers before whispering, "I want to join the choir competition, but a classmate said my voice is too thin. Maybe I should quit." He almost rushed to give advice, but instead he asked, "How do you feel when you sing?" My chest lights up. I think of Mom. Silence settled, gentle and deep, not heavy at all. Something inside Jaemin shifted, as though a long-blocked stream had finally found its way. Soon a family ritual emerged. Every evening they summed up the day in one sentence. Today was hilarious. Today was tough. Today I felt grateful. Sometimes they read each other's diaries and polished the words together. As words began to flow, so did their hearts. Jaemin's wrist pain faded. Medicine hadn't done it, communication had. When Eunha returned, she nodded. "The air here feels lighter." She handed Jaemin a small slip of paper. "The soul is born 70% pure and 30% clouded. Life is for cleansing the 30 and reuniting it with the 70. "How do I cleanse it?" Jaemin asked. "By sharpening your skills not for yourself, but for others. A knife honed for service grows round. It cuts food, not people. That's the path of Hongik, in service to humanity." One rainy afternoon, a homeless man stumbled in. His clothes were soaked, his hands trembling. A staff member tried to shoo him away, but Jaemin stopped them. "Please sit." He served a steaming bowl of soup. The man gripped the spoon, tears mixing with rain. "It's been 10 days since anyone treated me like a human." Jaemin felt a strange stirring, as if dust inside his chest had lifted. He realized, when he eased another's hunger, his own burdens also lightened. That night, Hana asked, "Dad, why were you so kind to him?" "Because we're all born with 30 parts clouded. No one escapes it. But by sharing light, our 70 shines brighter." "Is that Hongik?" "Yes, to share benefit is to grow it." Natsimo. At Hana's choir contest, her hands shook backstage. Jaemin clasped them. "Your voice isn't thin. It's a slender beam of light. Let it guide someone through the dark." On stage, her first note soared, clear and unwavering. Applause thundered at the end, though she didn't win. On the way home, she said, "Dad, today I really felt bright." That single line outweighed any trophy. Weeks later, Jaemin set up a sign outside the shop. "We sell conversation. One sushi plate with 10 minutes of talk." People came out of curiosity. Quarreling couples, anxious youths, lonely elders. They ate, they spoke, they softened. Jaemin mostly listened, sometimes offering a word. That took courage. Because of you, someone else can endure. His shop filled with more laughter than receipts, and strangely, even his accounts grew healthier. Chapka, yes. When Eunha visited again, she said, "My work here is done. Time to move on." "Where?" "To wherever words are blocked." She winked. "Remember, true dignity isn't standing above others. It's staying human while the ground shakes beneath you." She left behind a coin etched faintly with the words, "Speech is light." That winter, rain fell again. Jaemin flexed his wrist, the pain was gone. The body was still weary, but now it was his own to carry. Hana hummed her choir piece in the kitchen, her voice spreading from room to street. Passers-by slowed, smiling without knowing why. That night, Jaemin wrote in his journal, "Today I healed without medicine." Reason, words flowed, blood flowed. Someone's heart opened, and my own 30 leaned on 70 for a moment of brightness. Tomorrow I'll polish it further, through service. Rain tapped the roof. The kitchen knife gleamed faintly, sharp yet softened. He laid it on the board and murmured, "The real medicine today was the words we shared." He smiled, already imagining the first thing he would say to the next person who opened his door.